KSYM, San Antonio College Radio. This is the Urban Suite, D Major, Sherril Metal, and joining us in studio right now, we have the wonderful Zemira Israel. How are you?
I'm so good, D Major.
There we go.
Oh, I'm so good, D Major. Thank you so much for having me, you and your lovely wife. We appreciate it, my husband, Bezaleel.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm good. Thank you very much. Just fiddling with the live stuff right here, trying to make sure we're all right.
No problem.
I actually had the mic set up wrong. I just figured it out.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right.
But thank you for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Can I also say thank you for bringing your son as well? Hopefully he's having a good experiences with this as well.
Oh yeah, he's on his phone.
This is definitely
Okay.
his first.
Oh,
Just
That's
like
awesome. No, we love that. We encourage the whole family to come out because it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a big
It's a
deal.
family experience, yeah.
Yeah.
Same with our kids. Same thing. So thank you for reaching out to us for allowing us to play your music.
Of course.
Let's get into your journey into music. How did you get started?
Okay, so definitely around 1996. I was an 88 baby.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad, he heard me play Mary Had a Little Lamb on this little keyboard he got me for my birthday. And he came in the room and said, "Who taught you how to play that?" And I said, "Nobody. I just sounded it out on the keys." And from then on, he took me to piano lessons, did the piano recitals. And from then on, I started writing music and lyrics to the piano. And that's where it started on my tape player. I was telling Sherril earlier, he had a double-decker tape player.
Okay.
And so I would get blank tapes from him. And because he was also a radio DJ in Haiti.
Really?
Yeah, I was born in Haiti. So
Okay.
he was a big DJ back then. Okay. And so he had a double-decker, and he gave me blank tapes, and I would just switch them and do my harmonies and keep switching it and dubbing it and making my music like that. So that's how it started. And
That's so neat.
Wow. And literally just starting off by ear, just
Yes.
tapping on. Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's good. So, not everyone has that skill. Not everyone has that skill.
I recognize that. I
yeah.
recognize that. Yeah, it's a special gift. I thank God all the time for it.
How was your dad being a radio DJ? How did that how did that have an influence on you?
Well, I was a baby, and probably before I was born, he was doing that. So he got an opportunity in America, and that's when I came with him at 1 year old to stay in America with my grandparents, his mom and dad. And he stopped the DJing once he got to America. He started doing like engineering, like computer engineering, stuff like that.
Okay.
But he did drop his own EP, bilingual, like Haitian and English songs,
wow.
cover songs. He did that. So he's definitely a big influence on me. Like he would have his records, like stacks of records in his little man cave, and he would always bring me unreleased music because he used to do computer engineering for, I think, Universal Studios, somewhere like that.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So I remember Tamar Braxton came out with one song. I forgot how it goes, but he brought that home one time, and I just fell in love. I know she crazy, but I love her sound. So yeah, it's just special. Like he's an influence for sure.
That's
I can
amazing.
see that Tamar influencing your sound.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Now you mention it.
Well, speaking of yourself, Bezaleel, how did you get into music yourself? What started your journey?
Well, for me, I'm an artist by trade, like a graffiti artist coming up when I was a kid. And being in that design realm in New York, it kept me in recording studios, working with, recording artists on their album covers or, something with clothing or something. So I loved the music, my mom was a very eclectic music listener. She listened to Motown, she listened to, Tito Puente, so it was very like Harlem and Spanish Harlem music all the time in my house, you could say, right? So I started dabbing in Fruity Loops when they came out as like a hobby, just something to do on the side after I'm done working on designs and stuff. But when I met Zemira, she had told me she does music, and I was like, I don't know, I make beats as a hobby. So I sent her my SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, the next day she sends me a track with lyrics on it, song, everything done. You know, like a hook, verse, chorus, bridge, all that. It was a song called Israel, I Love You. And I was like, oh snap, she turned a song she turned one of my tracks into a song. So long story short, when we got married and around that time, I made it my business to help push her music, you know. So in dealing with other producers, you know, so she used some of my tracks here and there, but dealing with like other producers and other engineers and you know, some good experiences, some really bad experiences, I started just diving into like, how do I do this? Like, how can I mix this? How can I make the beats better? How can I, you know, have a better low end? So I had to like really educate myself on everything. And to the point where I just was like, I don't need this person. I don't need that person. But we don't have to send it to him to mix no more. How you like, which mix you like? His or mine? Mine. Let's go. Off the list. Until we narrowed it down to where we work together exclusively on everything. Not that we wouldn't work with anybody, but we had to refine everything ourselves first before we could really, you know.
But yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and so that's really what got me into it. So that, you know, so it really is for the passion of what we're doing, and for her music is why I'm doing the production. Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you still dabble with graffiti work every once in a while?
Yeah, you know, I keep my drawing skills sharp. You know, that's my living is designing, so I'm always constantly drawing. If anything, I want to get away and do music whenever I can, because I just love it, and it's like an addiction. Yeah, but yeah, I still do, to answer your question.
Okay, strictly drawing, or do you actually hit walls as well?
I haven't done a wall in a long time. But now I do most of it on an iPad. You know, when we was younger, we had black books. Yeah. So now that's my iPad, and I can like draw and get immersed in there. So, but no, no walls, man. Maybe when I get some land, I'm determined to like cement some walls up and then paint on my own property. But I don't do it in the streets no more now, man.
There's no one that's commissioned a mural for you to do or anything like that?
No. Oh yeah, but that was a long time ago. Like I used to do murals in Puerto, like when I was in high school, I was doing a lot of graffiti, a lot. Like we came out in the Source magazine like 3 times with a graffiti crew, Okay. And I was getting paid to do murals, and I won a competition for my high school where they got a whole new library and everything because I won an art contest.
Dang.
Yeah, and it was funny is that's why they passed me. Like I was failing. I didn't speak a lick of Spanish, and I got sent to Puerto Rico to get me off the streets.
Wow.
And I'm in the boonies. I'm talking about like dirt roads and cows, and I'm from the South Bronx. Yeah. So they were just they didn't know what to do with me, but I had all these skills. You know, this kid could draw, this kid could, whatever he does, he's good at it. And so they were like, let's put him in the competition. And I won it. They didn't think I was going to win. I won it. $50K, I think, and a whole new school library and a grant. Okay. And then I was failing. So they were like, we can't fail him. We can't fail him. What are we going to do? Wow. That's going to look really bad, right? So what they did was they had me do a mural in the back of the school for my final project for high school, and that's how I got my diploma.
Look at you. That's
I dodged so
wonderful.
Much. Meanwhile, everybody out here is doing these finals and these Regents exams to pass. They're dying behind it, you know.
And they're like, how many cans you need?
Right. I don't like, give me 30. Fine. And you know I had to get extra cans. I went home with a full supply of brand new cans.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, stay tuned. We've got more with Bezaleel and Zemira coming up in this block of music. Do not go anywhere. We've got a track from The Divine One and the latest from Maya as well. But let's go ahead and get into a track from Zemira Israel. This is Serve. Do not go anywhere. More coming up. This is the Urban Suite KSYM, San Antonio College Radio.